So we booked a day tour from Cloak, which was around 1,400 per person and super sulit niya. We were able to go to Sheikh Zayed Mosque, Heritage Village, and a dates market, plus we had photo stops at Ferrari World and Kasar Al Watan or the Presidential Palace. Unfortunately, I was only able to get clips of only a few of those places, so here they are.
Super cool.
Our first stop in Abu Dhabi was Ferrari World. We didn't get tickets to go inside since it was only a photo stop and we were only given 15 minutes to explore the area. Though in those 15 minutes, you can get multiple pictures around the entrance, or if you're a fan, you can go shopping for Ferrari-themed souvenirs, though they are a bit pricey. After this, we headed to Sheikh Zayed Mosque, which was the highlight of the tour. Trust me when I say that this is definitely a must-see when going to Abu Dhabi. The architecture and the interiors of the mosque were so beautifully done. Just a tip though, before coming to the mosque, make sure to check out the strict dress code, because if you fail to follow the dress code, you'll be asked to purchase an abaya which can go from 4,000 to 8,000 pesos. Also, make sure to check out the schedule because the mosque closes on some days for prayer. We went there on a Thursday, which was actually a really good day to go since there weren't too many people, which allowed for great photos.
Good morning! So today is our second day, or second full day, and we're going to Jumeirah and Old Dubai. So stay tuned.
This was us walking to Souk Madinat Jumeirah. Our hotel was located in Dira, so it was a bit of a long commute, but it's totally fine. So Souk Madinat Jumeirah had an artificial river where people can ride a traditional water taxi called Abra. The place was an indoor recreation of a traditional souk, so there were a lot of things to see, plus a really good view of Burj Al Arab. Just a piece of advice, because the souk was located near high-end hotels, I wouldn't really recommend buying souvenirs here since they are priced higher than usual. Our next stop was Dubai Old City. I really loved it here because there were so many good photo spots. I also liked the fact that famous establishments like Starbucks and Baskin Robbins were in theme. I think that the area is a really good way to not just see what old Dubai used to look like, but to also discover more about the culture through local products and food. This area was also located beside the Dubai Creek, so it had a nice breeze. The next day, we went to the Frame. So we opted to go up the Frame since it was much cheaper than going up Burj Khalifa. For this, we only paid around 600 per person and we still got a nice view of both old and modern Dubai. But the highlight for me was being able to walk on glass. It felt both scary and cool at the same time. So if you plan on going on a weekend, I highly recommend buying a ticket in advance and going there once it opens so you can beat the crowds.
I was also able to take a photo with the Burj Khalifa. So if you want a clear photo, I suggest that you find a place that isn't directly in front of it, but it still has a clear view, just like we did.
Later that day, we went on an evening desert safari tour, which we booked on Klook for about 1K per person. This for me was the most sulit attraction we paid for. Included in the tour are the transfers going to and from the camp, a 10-minute dune ride, a traditional buffet, henna tattoos for women, and a show. So before coming here, I was quite nervous for the dune ride since I tend to get dizzy easily, especially with wild driving. But it was actually really tolerable. I had so much fun on the dune ride. So once you get to the camp, you can opt to pay extra for camel rides and 4x4 sand dunes, but we opted to just take photos and proceed to the dining area. We paid an extra 50 dirhams or around 750 pesos to be upgraded to a VIP area, which had free-flowing coffee and tea being served, a private buffet area, a private bathroom, and way comfier seats. I highly recommend availing of the VIP upgrade since there are usually 2,000 people who come to the camp daily, so you wouldn't really have to worry about running out of food or drinks or having to queue in the bathroom for a long time. Overall, I think that this tour was definitely a must-do in Dubai. It was so much fun and super worth it. One thing I loved about Dubai was how hassle-free getting around was. All of their buses and train stations are connected and you can tell that the transport system was well planned. On this day, we were on the way to Global Village, which is actually quite far. But they had a bus that went from the last station of the train's main line going directly to Global Village, which was very convenient. We paid 22 dirhams for the entrance or roughly 350 pesos. I actually think that Global Village is a super underrated place to celebrate New Year's Eve. When I did my research, usually Burj Khalifa was super recommended. But some Filipinos working in Dubai advised us that going home from Burj Khalifa's New Year's Eve celebration would be a total nightmare. So, we opted to go to Global Village instead. They have fireworks displays at every hour starting at 8 o'clock to celebrate the New Year in different countries. So if you want to beat the crowd, especially when going home, I would recommend that you wait for the 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. fireworks show and start heading home. But I really like this place because we were able to enjoy different food and products from around the world, and the rides were pretty fun. I had a few more places that I failed to take videos of, like the Miracle Garden, so I'll just include my photos here. So if you're a plant lover or you just like IG-worthy spots, you might enjoy this garden. So that's it for my Dubai trip. I hope that you found this video helpful and informative. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you on my next vlog. Bye!